An exceptional book about cultivation and spiritual beasts in another world is impressively fascinating. In this world, ancient costumes come to life and charming girls are transformed into mysterious beasts. The immense bias of this world is mind-boggling. The seller vividly described the plot of the book, claiming that everyone who read it was satisfied. After realizing what this implies, the protagonist realized that there's a whole collection of amazing maiden beasts being revealed. The man said the author was gone, but decided to just give the guy the book for nothing. The protagonist has returned home. Today, having reached the age of 18, the protagonist is preparing to take an important step in his life. He faced a puzzling moment. The book was beyond his comprehension. Soon, mysterious rays began to glow from the book. The guy was amazed to see the images in the book that changed his perception of the world. The girls from the pictures came to life and began to draw him into their mysterious world, leaving him stunned. He was confused, for his intention was simply to examine the images, but events took a different turn. As he woke up, he realized that what had happened was not just an illusion, but part of a new reality. Once on the bank of the unknown river, he looked around, slowly realizing where he was now. He realized that he was not in his body and contemplated a possible rebirth in the new world. The new body still had memories, and this was where people used spirit beasts to cultivate. Lu Din realized that he wouldn't be able to afford a spirit beast when faced with financial difficulties. It would take him 20 years to accumulate enough money to purchase a spirit beast. Lu Din heard a conversation about the intention to drug a female classmate, and it caused him to feel uneasy. The chief's son learned of this conversation and ordered Lu Xin's arrest. Lu Din evaded arrest by fleeing alone to the outskirts of the city. The main characters were perplexed as to how Lu Din survived such difficult situations. The book claimed that they have similar names and appearances, and the rebirth has an amazing coincidence. The protagonist kicked the book, trying to figure out how it had brought him into this world of mystery. Lu Din realized that those who were trying to detain him were being overly persistent. The book insisted on inevitability, suggesting a pact. With no choice, Lu Din asked how to make a pact while diving into new, unknown territories. Then he simply put his hand to the book. He was informed that he had made a pact with an immortal sacred body, opening the way to eternity. The guy burst out in anger after learning that he had signed a contract for an immortal body. The book said it was time to draw the first beast girl. The guy gained a spiritual beast called the Fiery Phoenix of Chaos. A girl named Sophia appeared in front of him. The pursuers offered to capture Sophia and present her as a gift to the Lord. Sophia used her power by overpowering her opponents. Lu Din was amazed at how easily she handled all the enemies. Sophia walked up to him and said she was waiting for her master. Lu Din suggested killing the remaining guy. Sophia replied that they would discuss it later. Stepping closer, she was ready to tell something important. Sophia motioned for Lu Xinu to get to the point. Sophia informed him that he was the reincarnation of the Demon Emperor, and she was his concubine in need of protection. She explained that his ability to open the book proved her words true. The girl confidently declared that there could be no mistakes. Lu Din was confused, not knowing how to proceed. Despite his doubts, Lu Din motioned for Alice to begin. At the end, he asked her to be more gentle, acknowledging his inexperience. Lu Din erupted with rage as the girl disappeared right before he started. The main character stated that he would poke at the book until it died. The source of power is the energy that people absorb through spirit beasts, transforming it into true cha. An immortal body could absorb energy in any place and time. Without spirit beasts, energy can be transferred through sexual intercourse with beast devas. Lu Din arrived with almost zero supplies, the needs of the spirit beasts exceeding his absorption rate. Summoning the spirit beast would cause Lu Din to die from exhaustion. Lu Din realized which demon clan the book was referring to. After the demon emperor died, the monster men attacked the capital, killing many demons. The empress sealed the 15 strongest beasts in the book to protect the demonic bloodline. Lu Din was sent to open a portal between dimensions. Lu Din must breed with 15 beasts to revive the demon race. Lu Din realized that he was being used as a male for breeding. The book argues that each critter represents a new experience, including different animals. Lu Din realized that demons were considered the main threat and refused to show his face. It's too late to cancel the contract. Failure to cooperate will result in the book allowing the beastmen to destroy him. Lu Din realizes that Sophia might kill him, and he has to follow the book's instructions. He will have to work every night to keep himself alive in a dangerous world. The protagonist overhears a fight. In a second, swords would be flying at him. The lord of the city appeared in front of Lu Din. Lu Din realized that the subordinates had brought their master. The book informed him that he must fight a battle to feel his power. Lu Din easily fought off the unknown creature's attack. The impact was so strong that the creature flew back several meters. There was a girl watching all of this. Lu Din understood what true strength meant. Suddenly a snake appeared, coiling around the guy. The lord of the city had instructed the tiger to attack the guy. A girl showed up. It was the daughter of the head of the martial art hall, named Alice. Alice turned out to be the city lord's classmate and the object of Lu Xin's affection. Alice suggested telling Lu Xin's father about it. She realized that Lu Din was not a classmate. The girl understood Lu Xin's motives. Lu Din reported that he tried to poison him to maintain his authority. The overlord became enraged and began to attack Lu Din. Vladika said that he himself provoked the conflict. Lu Din gained courage. From that moment on, he begins his journey in the world of immortals. The Lord and the Beast accidentally bumped into each other and kissed. Alice brought Lu Din to her father, asking him to take him on as an apprentice. Father doubts Lu Xin's victory over the Overlord. Lu Din was able to defeat the Overlord using his immortal body and martial techniques. The protagonist is confident that he can build a great career in this world. Sophia stated that she couldn't wait any longer. If a girl is knocked out of the book, her power is halved. The book reported that her attraction to Lu Din increased with his strength. Lu Din can't let that happen, because Alice will be back soon.
Sophia tries to get Lu Xin's attention. Under the twinkling stars, the city's grand governor joined the group, reflecting power and wisdom. Father stated that every master should remember the sanctity of the hall as a place of learning. He was furious as someone attacked his son, his eyes blazing with anger. Lu Din shouted. The tension disappeared when the premonition of the right response to Lu Xinya's shouts was confirmed.
The man threw a mysterious object at Lu Din, causing everyone to wonder about its meaning. A leaf mantis took the stage, striking in its beauty. The man wore a jade pendant with fury, transforming into a powerful spirit beast. Sophia reported that Lu Din could rest from her anxiety. Her voice was like the summer wind. Sophia fought the praying mantis, her eyes sparkling with power. Sophia erupted in anger as the mantis tore her clothes, triggering her rage. Sophia decided to use a secret weapon to finish the fight with the mantis. Suddenly, the leaf mantis was called away, leaving Sophia confused. From the shadows came the voice of a man announcing that the mantis would be her guardian and companion. Lu Din intervened. Father didn't understand how Lu Din had gotten such strength that surpassed his own. The protagonist declared that Sophia belonged to him. The main character's words confused Sophia, causing a change in her heart. The head of the city offered to give up the beast and spare the hero without getting rid of the weaklings. The protagonist resolutely refused to submit to the conditions. His refusal was adamant. Alice turned to her father pleadingly, her eyes full of hope. Lu Din opened up unlimited possibilities, his strength surpassing imagination. Upon hearing the fist of destruction, the man's expression changed, his confidence shaken. He believed that it was impossible to dodge the blow, and Lu Din was doomed. The father resolutely did not allow the master to attack his child in defense of him. Lu Din remained calm before the upcoming test, not showing any nervousness. The master launched an attack, his power overcoming all obstacles before his father could intervene. The master said that he would not let Lu Din go. His decision was inevitable. Sophia and Alice protected the protagonist. Their concern was full of anxiety. They made sure the protagonist was well, their gazes full of warmth. Lu Din was in pain from his dislocated arm, his resilience being put to the test. Sophia hugged Lu Din and said that he was insured to death. Her hug was comforting. Father didn't understand how Lu Din had stood his ground. An ordinary person would have fallen from the impact. Tension was rising. Lu Din and the master could not be allowed to clash. The man plunged into rage over Lu Din, his eyes blazing with indignation. The man recognized Lu Din as a true talent. His laughter was full of respect. The man offered Lu Din training in the Dorian sect and payment of his dues. The man didn't listen to his son. His decision was final and required no explanation. Alice couldn't understand why the decision had changed. Tried to unravel it with a look. Lu Din asked Sophia not to look at him, his eyes full of shame. Master asked Lu Din about the origin of the spirit beast. interest evident in the question. Master asked Lu Din about the reason for Master's change in attitude, his voice sounding mysterious. The protagonist did not understand the reason for the change. Lu Din tensed up when he heard that the Master could only be friends with him. The event was unexpected. Master called Lu Din to discuss the 6 districts martial duel. The upcoming decisions were important. After Master Lu Xin's story, he understood why he was needed in the tournament, his eyes expressing understanding. Winning the tournament would bring Lu Din great success and recognition. It was a meaningful challenge. Lu Din asked to forget about the glory and learn about the benefits and rewards of the tournament. Lu Din could slowly increase cultivation without participating in the tournament. Different paths opened up. The book attacked Lu Din. The magic of words turned into a physical force aimed at him. The Master said the attack was a joke. He saw Alice with surprise and a question in her eyes, asking about what had happened. Lu Din tried not to look at the girl. Lu Din learned that he was the only one who could see the book, and its secret was now known only to him. Alice ordered the beast to catch Lu Din, clearly intending to confront the enemies. The creature began to attack at Alice's command, acting as an instrument of retaliation. Lu Din told Sophia that they needed to find shelter, once again setting the goal of survival. Sophia expressed her desire to keep Lu Din warm. Alice immediately ran after Lu Blue and Sophia, eager to stay close to them. Sophia didn't understand why Alice was so angry, her irritation hiding an unsolved secret. Lu Din said that it was not the time to discuss naked beauties.
Alice admitted that she had underestimated Lu Din and wanted to correct the mistake by recognizing his strength. Alice slipped on the ice and became the target of Lu Xin's attack.
The girl fell because of the ice on the floor. Lu Din made the excuse that he didn't see what happened because of his vision problems. Alice thought that Lu Din was lying and ordered her beast to attack. She realized that her water attribute could be crucial, planning an attack with the octopus. Someone yelled for Alice to stop, the voice of reason interrupting the possible conflict. It was her father who asked if she was trying to ruin the school. Alice began to explain the situation with Lu Din, giving the facts. The man asked Lu Din if he had anything to say. Lu Din said that he had seen everything, acknowledging the presence of the truth. He realized that the situation looked strange. Lu Din realized that the Master was watching from the roof and had seen everything. This meant that the Master was using the situation to his advantage. The Master said that after negotiations, Lu Din admitted the mistake and will represent the district in the competition. The Master added that they need to work hard on their skills. The guy remembered the 3-man team, but didn't realize who the 3rd member of the team was. The Lord of the City reported that Lu Din had surprisingly survived. When Master declared Lu Din as the captain, the boy became furious. Master also felt that Lu Xin's father was supporting him. Alyssa asked the guy to be quiet, given his experience as captain 3 years in a row. Lu Din had to shut up to avoid losing his status in the competition. Michael didn't understand why Alice, who had protected Lu Din, now wanted to destroy him. Lu Din explained that he accidentally saw Alice naked in the shower, and it made her hate him. In the forest, Michael said he and Alice would gather herbs and Lu Din would go left. Lu Din agreed to find the herbs. The book reported that the aura from the fusion herbs was slowly absorbed into the body. Lu Din didn't understand what was happening. A mystery appeared in front of him. He felt an intense heat and burning in his chest, an inner fire flaring up with unquenchable force. There was one way to fix it, and Sophia was now the key. Lu Din was not happy with the decision, resentment smoldering in his heart. The girl asked him to be gentle. Sophia immediately began to correct Lu Din. She said she's been waiting 1,000 years for this. The protagonist woke up not realizing where his clothes were or what was going on. He was puzzled by the lack of clothing. Sophia reported that Mr. Anonymous clothing. Lu Din was surprised and asked why the clothes weren't on him. The protagonist was stunned, for it was his first experience and he had no memories. Sophia quickly started packing to leave as soon as possible. She suddenly began to fall, weakness gripping her body. She asked Lu Din not to ask questions and promised to avenge everything. The book announced that the contract was done, and soon it would be necessary to summon her through the stone. Lu Din realized that this would give him an advantage in controlling his strength. They grouped together, as there was a need to join forces. Lu Din believed that this decision was not made by Michael or Alice. The main character sensed something important. The stranger reported that Lu Xin's aura had disappeared. The man was determined to find the best spiritual herb. His gaze was cold-blooded and confident. He shot the rock. Alice and Michael watched what was happening. He introduced himself as a future star of the county. Alice wondered how he dared to appear on the mountain of the Great Bear. Lu Din thought that he was a thief stealing resources. He hadn't noticed their presence, and now he must act. He decided to silence them forever to keep his secret. The man summoned a flaming sparrow and a hedgehog, ready to help in the fight. Lu Din saw the spirit beasts fighting at the same time, planning to master this art. Alice asked Michael not to underestimate his opponent, given his combat experience. Alice told the octopus to handle the firebird, and Michael and the tiger to hold off the hedgehog. The man thought their plan was foolish and doubted its effectiveness. The firebird began to attack its own, showing its inner rage. The girls reported a man in the woods, drawing attention to his activities. The hedgehog rolled on Michael and Alice, heralding a new danger. The octopus began to protect Alice by using his powers. The technique was called the Blazing Sunball, revealing the secrets of the octopus martial art. Alice couldn't believe that the octopus had increased the strength of the attack. Her ice attribute couldn't withstand it. The man said that their fighting techniques were outdated and long out of fashion. Michael stated that he would detain the man, and Alice would inform the foreman about the visitor. The man challenged, believing his phoenix to be superior to theirs. The man burned Michael. Michael thought fighting a fireball with his bare hands was insane. He was on the verge of despair, waiting for help from the gods. Lu Din wondered why he was competing with them. Alice was impressed by Lu Xin's appearance, finding something amazing about him. He told her to run and break the news. The man asked if he had collected the magic herb that emitted light. The man said his words were exaggerated and he didn't think he was great. The man insisted on handing over herbs that concealed an important secret. Lu Din was amazed by the fight of two beasts against one. He was sure that together with Sophia he could cope with any difficulties. Sophia came to help Lu Din. Their connection was necessary. After learning about Lu Xin's spiritual beast, the man was astonished. Learning about the spiritual phoenix of a student from a bad school, he decided to test the power of the phoenix. Lu Din saw her instantly transform into an 8-star. It went up for levels, the inner fire ignited. Time was running out, and the beast of a man began his attack, threatening to devour the light. Sophia didn't understand how the weak beast dared to stand in her way. She decided to show him what real fire meant. Lu Din realized that her strength could scare people away, making training with her difficult. After realizing that his opponent had surrendered, Lu Din realized that his spirit beast was too strong. Sophia suggested doing something interesting when they were alone in a secluded spot.
Lu Din confessed his powerlessness and emphasized his failures. They heard a strange sound behind them that instantly caught their attention. An iron-spined bear, a 4-star beast from the dream world, appeared in front of them.
Sophia called him a bad bear and instantly attacked. Sophia was quick to finish the attack. However, the enemy remained unharmed, his armor repelling any attacks. Ironback bears are bound to the ground. Only attacks with wood or ice work on them. Sophia could cook it, but the task required delicate skill. The guy wasn't worried, knowing the bear's weakness, a vulnerable lower back. Lu Din recalled the warnings about the difficulty of fighting a bear and its weakness. Lu Din asked Sophia to distract the bear so he could attack its vulnerable spot. The girl used the rain of fire as a distraction, giving Lu Din time to prepare. The beast immediately turned his attention to her, his instincts alerting him to potential danger. The enraged beast began to attack Sophia, awakening from the fury caused by the fire. Lu Din realized that this was the moment of action to defeat his opponent. He followed the instructions in the book exactly as he prepared the magic ritual. The bear felt intense pain caused by the powers of the ancient ritual. Lu Din was surprised at how easily the ritual worked. He noticed dozens of bears watching from the bushes to see what was going on. Michael told his father about the situation, who was stunned by his calmness. He explained that the man had recently become deputy city manager. Alice remembered that appointment as deputy required the approval of the head of government. If he met the master now, his future could be ruined. The man reported that they had 3 courses of action, each with difficult choices. One possibility is that Lu Din will be killed before the tournament starts. If Lu Din wins, Master will feel humiliated and take revenge. 3 years ago, the Lord commissioned the creation of 100 bears for the Emperor, planning a reward. Spies from Big Bear Mountain informed the man of political intrigue. He was informed that Lu Din had one, Anxiety enveloped his mind. Master was shocked to learn that Ludin had caught all the bears. The city owner experienced a nervous breakdown after seeing his plans destroyed. Michael was told that only a doctor could help the man now. Ludin didn't understand why Alice had brought him to the master. The man began to question Ludin about the reason for killing the farmed bear. Ludin didn't know that the bears were part of the plan and acted unknowingly. He explained that the bears were to help him become deputy chief. Alice calmed him down by saying that Ludin could choose the 6 counties competition. A man announced that he would compete in a deadly martial arts competition. Ludin promised to participate, but refused to guarantee victory. Michael suggested that Ludin not get cocky, threatening to beat him up for such behavior. The protagonist looked at Michael with a challenge, ready for a confrontation. The man asked how Ludin dared to bully his son. Ludin suggested not exaggerating and solving problems like adults. The protagonist has stated that the reward for winning does not interest him. Master couldn't understand what Ludin needed then. Ludin replied that he needed the Thunder Strike technique. The protagonist realized that spontaneity and unexpected actions are the only way to confuse the enemy. In combat, the master used less than 10% of the technique. Ludin wondered why this technique had been passed down to him, threads of the past surfacing in his thoughts. The Thunderbolt technique is a Liu family secret. Even Michael doesn't know it. Ludin decided to find a teacher of this technique, determined to master it. Master couldn't understand how he could give away a technique to an outsider like Ludin. The master, accustomed to failure, decided to stay at the bottom of the competition. The winning county owners will be promoted to deputy emperor. Those present fell silent, contemplating the coming struggle and changes in the hierarchy of power. Michael suggested that his father leave the Thunderbolt technique to him to keep it. Michael's mood had taken a sharp turn for the worse, but the reasons remained unclear. The man admitted that he hadn't expected to be friends with Michael, which surprised him. Alyssa said they had to practice. There wasn't much time left. Ludin suggested that we call each other brothers. The master has invited them to an important talk or a new phase of training. He said to make good use of the time, not to waste it talking. The master's appearance shocked them. They could barely contain their surprise. The master reported that Alice's father was too soft for training. Training will become more difficult, and no one but the master will be able to teach them. The master decided not to spare them by toughening up the training. A 9-star Thunder Tiger beast appeared. It was the first time Alice had seen such a beast. Its appearance caused surprise. Michael noted that only 6-star beasts had previously participated. The master explained that the level of beasts in the competition would increase. The man ordered his beast to attack them. Alice was the first to be hit, the beast choosing her as its first target. Ludin was surprised by the lightning-fast attack, amazed by the beast's skill. Master asked if they were ready for the championship after the tiger attack. They summoned their beasts, answering the master's summons. Alice asked the octopus to hold off the tiger, planning a tactical move. Michael joined the battle. Alice was struck by lightning after all, the enemy breaking through their defenses. Michael's tiger didn't make it either. Tiger turned back to Michael and hugged him. Only Sophia continued to fight. The master reminded him that a fire beast could not burn a thunder beast. However, Sophia managed to attack the tiger, showing skill. The beast rolled to its master. Ludin stated that flames would not defeat him, but fists could. There is a way to combine the efforts of the beast and its master. Master decided to tell Ludin about the fusion of man and beast. Ludin pondered over the possible scenarios of the merger. The master warned them of the possible dangers of learning. Merging with the beast transfers its attributes to the owner. Alice didn't understand why the Lord Stars were reduced to 6. Spirit beasts transfer attributes to the host through communication. Ludin realized that it worked like a battery. After losing energy, the beast becomes vulnerable and may die. The human also takes damage, so the fusion is learned later. You need to feel the vibrations of the beast's pillars and tune into them. Ludin suggested that Sophia explore the world of merging with a spirit beast to unlock new abilities. She instantly changed shape in a matter of seconds. Ludin demanded that she change her clothes immediately. They finally spoiled Michael's impression of the word enter. Alice's father announced the start of the first round of the tournament, and their opponent, the neighboring county. The governor ordered a fight with his opponent in the first round of the tournament. Ludin must decide which of them to punish, which presents him with a difficult moral choice. He felt like they were muddying the waters, but it was important to focus on winning the competition. Jason knows everything about them. They've lost their edge and feel betrayed. The master will take responsibility. He'll divulge any information, including the color of your underwear on race day. They need to improve their beasts and training to maximize their performance in the competition. Lu Din produced Iron Bear potions for use in battle. The master remembered the bears and cried with excitement and regret. Father asked Lu Din about the training, waiting for a recommendation for further training. In his room, he called on Sophia to discuss an important matter. She was ready to carry out any of his instructions. He said their main objective is to win the 6th district tournament. They face a challenge, and for some, it's going to be a tumultuous night. Sophia stopped him abruptly, surprising Lu Din. Lu Din was annoyed about wasting 2 days to gather energy. Sophia needs 2 months to transform his energy, or she will die. Lu Din felt that 2 months seemed like an eternity while waiting for the result. Sophia suggested that Lu Din unlock another sister from the book to help. Sophia realized that the task assigned by the Emperor was too cumbersome to be performed alone. Sophia could not allow the demon race's resurrection to be ignored, having a request for Lu Din. Let Lu Din not forget about her, even if the future brings him many women. The idea was a good one, but there is an increased energy cost in unsealing the beast. With Lu Xin's current supply of poles, it would take 20 days for them to be absorbed. Because of the tournament, Lu Din explained that he couldn't waste poles without benefit. Sophia has come up with an idea and is willing to share it with others. It offered to utilize its resources and capabilities for the common good. Lu Din realized that she was suggesting a fusion of spirit beast and human. Lu Din shouldn't be in a hurry to discover the second beast. For a tournament, it is important to have a powerful beast and the right attributes for combat. The protagonist decided to test this idea in a tournament. They began to merge, combining strength and determination to reach a new stage of existence. Sophia emphasized her willingness to give herself fully to Lu Din. Lu Din endured unimaginable pain during the fusion process. The book reported that the merger was complete and a new spiritual beast could be unveiled. Lu Din was ready to complete the action, realizing the importance of the next step. He had a new beast to see, and he anticipated it with excitement. As soon as the new beast appeared, Sophia recognized it for its energy and spirit. The girl's name was Amanda, and her appearance was that of a silver moon hawk. Michael was exhausted, but the tonic potion gave him his strength back. Alice was puzzled, not understanding Lu Xin's whereabouts. Believing in his loyalty, Alice felt confident in him. Sophia reported that she and Amanda have become close friends and are happy to serve Lu Din. Amanda stated her willingness to go through with Lu Din. The first time they met, he asked if she really wanted it. She said there was no need to be embarrassed and suggested we act immediately. The girl dropped to the floor, waiting for instructions from the guy. Lu Din was confused. He suddenly trailed off, admitting he couldn't continue, leaving the questions up in the air. The book added to the doubt by claiming the guy couldn't handle it, which added to the bewilderment. Amanda didn't think she was good enough. Sophia convinced her not to hesitate, reminding her that she wasn't. She said the Emperor liked surprises and suggested a quick change of clothes. Lu Din sat there, immersed in his own thoughts. Lu Din admitted that he wasn't ready for a sexual relationship right away. He wanted to get to know her better before moving into a relationship. His sincerity makes him worthy of a great destiny, such as reincarnating a demon emperor. There was a withdrawn girl on the team, and he ran away. Lu Din believed that the ice attribute would improve his strength by adding a new dimension. He decided to go into the room and call out to Amanda. She and Sophia were changing Amanda's clothes. Lu Din started to apologize, saying that he didn't know about her cross-dressing. Amanda was embarrassed about what had happened and felt uncomfortable. Lu Din headed towards the scene when an unknown sound was heard. Lu Xin's eyes darkened, and strange events began to happen. Amanda completed the change of clothes, which was a relief.
Sophia cheered, serving with Amanda. The girl looked off into the distance, noticing something distant. Someone was approaching, and they were preparing to defend the Emperor. Sophia instantly reacted to the attack.
She started shooting out her fingers. Sophia was willing to die for Lu Din, ensuring his safety. Amanda supported her friend, joining forces to protect the Emperor. The stranger approached Lu Din with unclear intentions. Amanda and Sophia didn't have time to react to the stranger's appearance. Lu Din was taken away with them. leaving the girls in shock. The girls rushed after the stranger, ready to retrieve the emperor. The stranger scoffed at the girls' attempts to retrieve the emperor, saying they could not protect him. He noted that all that mattered was that Lu Din had lived up to expectations. The stranger increased the pressure on Lu Din. Sophia threatened to kill him if he did it again, ready to protect Lu Din at all costs. Lu Din asked to be a little more gentle. Lu Din didn't know who the stranger standing in the center of events was. The stranger came to check on Lu Xin's cultivation progress, revealing part of his goal. Disappointed, the stranger declared that he would kill Lu Din in a minute. Lu Din guessed that the stranger was one of the 3 players in the tournament. If he was caught injuring an opponent, the county would be disqualified. He was smiling and not nervous, confident in his abilities. Lu Din asked everyone to step back. Sophia realized that the emperor intended to make a statement. He would advise tackling one of the county generals first, even if he couldn't deny them the tournament. The stranger turned out to be a girl, which made a correction. She said that Lu Din came in a second without realizing how it happened. Michael tried to watch from the edge of the roof. There was no one on the roof, just a hole. Alice said she would call someone and Michael should look around. The girl asked him not to move to avoid unnecessary noise. Lu Din couldn't understand where this girl and her intentions came from. They were clearly uncomfortable being alone together. She complained of numbness in her legs, after which the guy decided not to move any further. The girl gagged him again. At this moment, Michael was above them, looking for Lu Din. Lu Din tried not to think of vulgarities while in this girl's company. Lu Xin's fate depended on Lu Din, and he should stay out of his thoughts. At that moment, the girl noticed something below her. Her look changed. Something frightened her. Michael couldn't understand why the thunder was rumbling in this weather, but we had to go. As soon as Michael left, Lu Xinya immediately attacked. She couldn't understand how he dared molest her. The protagonist started to explain that he didn't mean any harm. It's a normal reaction. The girl didn't understand how he dared to argue with her and question her words. The main character said she had to leave before Alice could see them together.